Welcome to Transition TV, episode 6. If you have any comments or any questions you'd like to send to us, send them to info@transitiontv.org.au. There's been a lot of exciting things going on lately. One of the main things is the announcement of the inaugural Bega Valley Festival, which will be happening in November.
Transition TV asked John Champagne, permaculturist, how the recently announced Bega Valley Festival reflects the sustainable land use and living theme of the South Coast Field Days in Candelo some years ago, and what has changed since then. Also, we asked, what does the festival theme, Communities in Transition, mean to our community now?
Yeah, it's an interesting concept, and the South Coast Field Day was very much focused on sustainable land use and living in it, and it really tried to embrace the whole community. I guess we certainly achieved some of the aims we wanted to do with the South Coast Field Days. I guess what's changed is a maturing, I guess, of the community and the whole transition town concept. And so the engagement is far more broader these days. So the idea of having a whole town focus on a sort of a festival is a great way of bringing in many different groups, which is what Transition Towns is trying to do. Trying to move on this path of sustainable communities, and so it benefits everybody. We want to get it's totally inclusive. It's not an exclusive event, and we're promoting sustainable solutions both environmentally, socially, and particularly economically. As we move toward a sustainable culture, we needed to really bring the business community on board and have this understanding that business isn't going to go away, it's just going to reform and reshape. And some of the businesses that we know now may not be here, in another 5 to 10 years when things like peak oil kick in. But it doesn't mean that they're going to go away. What they're going to do is move into different areas. And so, a festival honouring that type of transition, I think, is a wonderful coup for Bega. And hopefully it'll be known around Australia that if you want to find out, what's happening in local communities on a sustainability field, then you need to get to the Bega Festival, because the Bega Valley Festival, because that's what it's going to focus on. I'm running away back to you. Yes, I am. I'm coming. The Bega Valley Festival, Communities in Transition, is going to be such a fantastic event. You just would not want to miss this. There's going to be something for everyone. You'll be able to go on tours and see alternative housing. You'll be able to go to permaculture properties and see what they do. There's going to be music, children's entertainment, farmers market, exhibits on sustainable land use and living. There'll be speakers in 2 venues, a whole community effort, and it's just going to be something that will be talked about for a long time to come. Tina, given a lot of the doom gloom scenarios out there with climate change and the economic meltdown, how do you think what you've learned woofing in terms of as an educational tool for young people? Do you think it's advantageous?
Most definitely. I've learned so much from the 4 properties I've been to so far. Both the practical skills, which I can later utilise, about concepts I'd never even heard of before I looked at my WWOOF book and saw they were mentioned time after time in all the different entries that were in there. I've read so many books that the WWOOF hosts have had about all these new concepts, and it's inspiring to see that communities are working in this way for a sustainable future. And I think lots of people, you can get so much get so much from it, and I definitely recommend it to anyone travelling. You can even do it in your own country. I've met Australian woofers that are travelling around Australia to see more of the country and to learn more about different places within that country.
Now, although I've never been to one myself, I've heard that they're quite a good night. The 100-kilometre dinners are on the first Friday of every month, and about 20 or 30 people come along and bring local food and produce and share it with everybody and get to eat and have a good social time. Head along to them. They're at the Niagara Cafe, 6 p.m, every first Friday of the month.
It's not something we have to brush off to one side and say, oh no, you know, just focus on the vision sort of thing. There are some potentially very upsetting aspects of energy descent and peak oil, particularly if our grandchildren are in a much more damaging environment than we are. I've got to think through this stuff. I'm just a novice at this, but certainly recognising the need to be careful with people's emotions.
One of the things that I can do is actually be a sort of a moderating influence in a lot of difficult situations.
And I feel much more able to take action rather than being in a state where I know there's problems, I've got huge concerns and I want to do something about it. Going through the process here a bit more actually, because there's people that have actually done things already, gives you a sort of a bit of a pathway.
Transition Town brings together all the things that are important to me, like environment, self-sustaining lifestyle, and being a closely connected community.
And to me, it's the spirit of doing things together. So 1 and 1 makes more than 2. 1 and 1 and 2 and 2, 15 make a million, as Woody Guthrie said.
Then we go for beer. We go for beer. We are.
Well done. Well done.
Self-win. Beer.
Very good work.
Beer. Beer.
Look, it covers everything. Everything fits into TT.
That's good. Thanks.
Derek said what I've been waiting for all my life, and I think I agree.
Yeah.
Did you get a sense for how you feel more comfortable about doing things over time?
Yes, I did. And slow is good.
The Far South Coast Community College have released their Term 3 program, which looks like this. And one of the things that they'll be offering for Term 3 is the Certificate 3 in Permaculture Design. So pick up the pamphlet and check it out. All the footage from the first Permablitz is now released on the website, and you can check it all out.
To be honest.
You want a shot? This is how it gets nice and... You know, on a cold day, there's nothing like a warm cow pack.
Come on, Daddy, you love doing this.
The second Permablitz will also be finished very soon, and here's a taste.
Etc. I've got a thing for a permaculture blitz. I love to see this permaculture blitz.
Canwin, the Wingecarribee Shire group, is active, educating and learning. To see what they're doing, go to canwin.org.au. Clean Energy for Eternity have been shortlisted for the Banksia Environmental Foundation Education Award and are one of 9 finalists in the People's Choice Award. To vote for Clean Energy for Eternity, go to banksiafdn.com. Votes need to be in by midnight on the 20th of July 2009, and the announcement of the winner takes place at the Banksia Awards presentation on the 24th of July. Please vote. Thank you and good night.